Hello guys and welcome to this week's dual commentary by Rikard and
Jared?
Today we're commentating over a Halo 3 multi-team Crazy King gameplay played by Jared about a year or two ago when he used to be a Halo 3 Kino.
Back in the day.
Back in the day. So what map is this on, Jared?
This is on Epitaph, not Epilogue. And you know, there's two variations: Epitaph, Epilogue. Epitaph is the one with the shield doors, and the shotgun has more than one clip instead of the rockets.
So yeah, a few changes have been made there.
There's a few slight changes, yeah.
Anyway, this week we thought we'd do a Halo 3 Halo Reach comparison, but we didn't want to just list the comparisons because that has been done many times on YouTube. So we thought we'd mostly talk about our opinions on it and how we think it'll affect MLG and general competitive gaming and stuff.
Yeah,
so
we use our own previous knowledge because I'm more of a Halo 3 player.
Yeah,
Halo Reach player.
so Jared was a very competitive Halo 3 player back when it was out, and I started playing Halo when Halo Reach came out basically. So and Jared hasn't played much Halo Reach, may I add. So we sort of two different viewpoints on it all. So yeah. Oh, and also, this is Jared's epic clip.
Oh yeah, I get killed catastrophe, but the last medal doesn't actually show up. Well, it does for a very brief period of time, but I die because I'm an idiot.
Yeah. So anyway, we thought we'd start with armor abilities.
Yeah, armor abilities. So like in Halo 3, there weren't armor abilities, but there were a thing called equipment, like things like power drains and regenerators and stuff like that, and they all had a slight effect. But once you activated them, you couldn't use them again until you picked up a different one.
Yeah, so it's sort of like acts as a power weapon in a way that you pick it up and you use it.
Yeah, acts as a power weapon, you use it once and then it's gone, and then you have to go get it again or get a different one.
Whereas you see Halo Reach is sort of like, what would it Call of Duty when you get perks and shit. Oops.
Yeah, like your armor ability, you can you can use more than once a game, if you get me.
You get me? So,
do you get me? Yeah, you get me.
Okay. So do you like the addition of armor abilities yourself?
It depends. What like on the like viewpoint, say if you only play on the weekends or whatever, or if you're not like a hardcore gamer, then it's a nice little addition because it basically means there's like a new feature for you to play around with and stuff.
Yeah.
And you can always like test around. And it's also good if you're in Forge and you can like make a game based off of using an armor ability. Like you can do like a jetpack map or a map where you have to sprint or use a Vade and you can roll over huge hills and stuff. And I've done that and that's really enjoyable.
And I played Halo 3 for about a week before Halo Reach came out because I was waiting for eagerly anticipating the release. But and I hated it when you got killed by someone who's a noob and you respawn and you rush and try and get them, but you're literally walking like 1 mile now. You're like, for fuck's sake, hurry up.
Yeah.
So
sprint
is nice in a way, sort of.
Yeah, I mean
quickly.
Sprint I like all around, and if they added sprint to this game, I think it would probably like still be amazing. Well, it is amazing still, but like, I don't know, it'd be even better.
But then some people say that sprint slows down the gameplay. Sorry, which sounds sort of weird, but because people rarely run like into big battles, sort of they run away if their shields are low, so it sort of does slow it down. So they were I don't know how many of you read the MLG blog, probably very few because you probably have lives, but yeah, in that they were discussing taking sprint out of the MLG players completely, just because of this reason. Basically, they slowed it down and stuff, and they decided against it, so sprint will still be in there. But so yeah, I suppose it has its positive and negatives, but in my opinion, I like it. I think it's really well balanced because despite it like making you run fast, obviously it is very loud. Like you can hear someone sprinting from quite far away, so it's sort of in MLG, because they use competitive headsets and whatnot, I think it's quite good, so it's not overly powered or anything. So.
Yeah, I agree. Like, because me and you, we both use headsets, and you can hear, like, say for example, if we're playing on sword base, we're playing SWAT, you can hear them sprint up to, and when they're going up that lift,
exactly.
The one where you got the amazing overkill, that's quality. Yeah, he's also making a Halo Reach montage. I've already got one that's out, but the music was blocked. We might try and re-upload it actually to the channel, or we might have already done it by the time this is uploaded.
Nobody knows.
No one will know until the future.
So yeah, so that's pretty good. But another thing. So on the topic of armor abilities, what do you think about armor lock, personally, Jared?
Armor lock. Okay, let's see. So, what is it? It basically makes you invincible. Yeah.
Yeah, for a few seconds.
So if you ask someone who hadn't ever played Halo and they got told that there was an armor ability that made them invincible, it would sound overpowered. Yeah,
it would.
It is overpowered, but it's
it is.
But it's also got really big disadvantage in the fact that you can't move. So
yeah, because some people they like noobs rage like, oh my god, I'm like an idiot, he's so shit, blah, blah, blah. Well, to be honest, I say it's half of the games I play.
Yeah,
but the thing is that they can't move, so stop, rather than standing there staring at them, throwing stickies at them frantically, ignore them for the time, like, because they go into armor lock, I think it's for 7 seconds, so for the next 6 seconds,
7 seconds?
I think it's something like that, I'm not sure.
That's quite long. I swear it's like 3.
Okay, 3, they go for X amount of seconds, so in those seconds, rather than standing there raging, just kill someone else, like, because they can't kill you when they're in armor lock, so it's just that you need to react differently to it, really.
Yeah.
Nice fail there, Jared, by the way. But anyway.
It like, yeah, I mean, I like the fact you can make invincible, but it doesn't really come that useful when it's one-on-one combat. However, when you're going up against some sort of vehicle like a ghost, when they use the jet, like the speed boost, and you go into armor lock, it's so much fun seeing them like get blown away.
Yeah, this is true. Although, because some people are so bad with armor lock that they don't use it for an advantage. They don't use it to like wait for their teammates to come in. They're just really bad at using it. So like they're being shot from 12 people, so they're going to armor lock and they're going to die eventually. So there's no point in doing it really. They're just stupid, pretty much.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so I personally don't. I think people overreact to armor lock.
I think all of the hardcore Halo 3 gamers were a bit upset by the addition of like armor abilities and stuff, and they got like, oh, I don't want it, and I'm going to stick with Halo 3, and I'm going to hate anyone that does that.
Yeah.
But I mean, you've just got to get used to it. I mean, every time something changes in the world, like at the moment, the YouTube layout just got changed. Every video I go on, I see some guy like, "Dear YouTube, I like the like and dislike, but I hate the fact." But then it's so stupid.
When
it's just sad,
it's always gonna happen. Like when Halo 3 came out, apparently a lot of hardcore Halo 2 players hated it, and just because it was new. But people just need to adapt to it. Really, it's just that's what happens.
To get used to it. Anyway, the other armor abilities, what are there? There's jetpack. Jetpack's really not that much of a
no, advantage. I think it can be good on some maps, such as like sword base, countdown for getting around. But if you're on, like, it is very, very loud. Literally, you can hear it from across the map. So yeah,
you can.
That's not overpowered at all. It's not like you can jetpack away from people like hee or sneak up on them, because if anything, I think it's slightly underpowered, just because it is too loud that you can hear people coming. And like Asylum, if you jetpack anywhere, you can be seen from everywhere.
Which one's Asylum?
Asylum is like 2 snipers.
Oh, I know which one.
Sanctuary.
Yeah. Hardly play Halo 3.
So yeah, so I don't think they're that bad. The main like issue with people is armor lock. So yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah, armor lock's probably the worst one, and then sprint's probably my personal favourite.
Yeah, I always use sprint just because it's easier. Should we? That moves us on to MLG.
MLG.
The MLG playlist in Halo Reach is a lot different to other playlists. And
what's it like?
In the fact that everyone, because Jared hasn't played a lot of Reach here, but everyone starts with sprint. So you can choose between, I think it's needle rifle or DMR. Yeah. Everyone and you pick up the armor abilities, like you pick up a power drain on this, and yeah, what is it? What is it called?
In equipment, but in
equipment, yeah.
In MLG on this, there wasn't any equipment. All you had
but I mean, yeah, but like you pick up armor effects, like you pick up equipment in Halo 3. So that's well good that like you have to fight over evade, because evade is amazing, to be honest, in Halo Reach. So like that adds another thing to it. So it's not like, oh my god, I'm locking noobs or shit. So on the competitive side, I don't think it affects it at all that much, in the way that it's sort of, it adds an extra aspect to the game. They have to fight over the armor ability, so it makes it more fair.
Yeah, it does. It does. It makes it more fair. But yeah, I mean, in Halo 3, I remember that pretty much the only thing you had to worry about was the custom power up on certain maps like the pit. I remember that was when it was like 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes, and like, do you know what that did?
Yeah.
It basically gave you extra shields. And a faster shield recharge rate for a small period of time. But yeah, and then like it was pretty much always down to your battle rifle and whether or not you could hit the full shot like Roy like every time.
That's true. But then because back to the MLG players in Reach, it's not that like the power ups or armor abilities you have to pick up don't play a huge part in the game. So it's not as if the guy got evade, he's going to pwn us this game. It isn't that strong. It just gives you a slight advantage. In the background,
it gives you advantage, and it's just like one extra gameplay mechanic.
Exactly.
Deal.
And one thing a lot of people don't know about Halo Reach MLG is that you can 4-shot people if you get a shot to the head every time, whereas opposed to the 5 shots.
4 shots into the head.
4 shots to the head kills them. So 3 shots to the head takes their shields down, and the 4th one kills them.
Oh yeah.
As opposed to 4 body shots in a kill. So it is still 5 shot if you shoot them in the body 4 times. But yeah, so if people get good, they can just like 4-shot the shit out of you when you're trying to 5-shot them. So that's a huge advantage. I think that adds another great thing to the game.
But you have to be absolutely good.
So yeah, so you have to make the decision whether to go for the 4 headshots, which is more risky, or just to play it safe for the 5. That takes more time. So yeah, I think that's a huge aspect to the game.
Yeah, and the way that you rank up and Reach in Halo 3 are quite different.
Oh yeah, we'll talk on that now. I still don't understand the ranking system in Halo 3.
I'll explain it. Okay, so pretty much each game that you won, you got
1 XP.
1 XP. You got 1 XP for every game you won, and if you quit a game, you would lose 1 XP. But if you lost, you wouldn't lose or gain any. Now, how well you did each game would affect your skill, and only...
Is that skill for that playlist? So
yeah, that skill for that playlist, and your... Like, say if you had like a 30 in Team Slayer and then a 10 in Team Objective, I'm trying to think of examples.
Yeah.
Your overall high skill would be 30 because that's the highest you got. So the highest skill you got in any place would be your overall highest.
Yeah.
And each rank, except for the first like 5 ranks, you had to be a certain skill and a certain XP.
Oh, okay. So was that like the Brigadier and stuff like that?
Yeah, like so. Yeah. Say if you had loads of XP but a really low skill, you'd be like Sergeant grade 4. But say if you had a really high skill but low XP, you'd be like a Colonel grade 1.
Oh, okay.
And say it would go grade 1, 2, 3, 4 and stuff. And so if you were grade 4, you'd have lots of XP, and grade 1 mean you didn't have much XP and stuff like that. But it wasn't the exact same amount of XP per grade.
Okay. Well, yeah. Anyway, now we've got that sorted. So yeah, what do you think about that as opposed to Reach? Because you've played enough Reach to know what the ranking system is.
Yeah, I mean, the ranking system is based. Yeah, it's always based on how well you do, and also if you win and stuff like that. And you get like a
credit jackpot. Yeah, because like
jackpot type thing. Yeah.
People think that it doesn't like credit good players, but if you play good, you're going to win more, and you'll get more credits.
If you play well,
so you will rank up quicker. But the thing is that on Halo 3, I know you got ranked up because people that are similar ranks to you, so rank 10 or whatever it is.
If you were like a 30, then you get ranked like 25 to 35 or something.
On Reach, that's pretty much the same, that you get ranked up people that are the same rank as you, because I know when I play with my other friends, like Jared, we get teamed against warrant officers all the time, because he's warrant officer, and they're pretty terrible, pretty much. And so that's sort of fun, that it's sort of... Because people that are high rank, it is mostly good players or people that have played a ridiculous amount. So you do still get matched up against people with equal skill. So I don't think it makes a huge difference. Anyway.
Thanks for watching, guys, and stay tuned, and we'll have another one out next week. Cheers for watching. Bye.
Bye bye.